Hey, how are you? I wanted to come in today and say, challenge your thoughts that aren't serving you and embrace the thoughts that are serving you. Your thoughts create reality. I often say your thoughts create feelings, your feelings create thoughts, and that's what creates your reality. And what you give the most energy to grows. And so I invite you to look at what are the thoughts that you have every day. Let's take a moment. And connect. I'll take you through a short process of really getting clear on some thoughts, and then something to do from there. Okay, so let's close your eyes. Take a nice cleansing deep breath in. Breathe in. Big exhale out. Another deep breath in and out. And then as you just come into this present moment, just feeling your breath, hearing the sounds of your room, just noticing. And just ask yourself, what are the things you say most to yourself? If you could write down 5 to 10 things right now that you say most to yourself, go ahead and open your eyes and write them down. What do you say most to yourself? I used to say, I'm so frustrated, I'm angry, I'm tired. I don't know. Used to be a common phrase I say. I just don't know. I don't know. Who would believe me? Why doesn't God talk to me? Why do miracles happen for some people and not me? Whatever your thoughts are, write them down. And just take a minute. I'll give you a minute to write out whatever else you have. Maybe it's questions like, what's wrong with me? Why me? Why is this happening? Okay, you can always pause this after it's done. You can come back and listen and pause. And now I want to ask you to challenge those thoughts, to challenge those feelings. See, we were born with choice. We were born with the opportunity to have free will. We were born with the opportunity to believe in whatever it is that we choose to believe. A belief is simply something you tell yourself or someone told you and you believed it. You cannot prove a belief. You cannot prove a belief. So challenge these thoughts, and also challenge these thoughts that you're having, asking yourself, does this have to be true? Even though my 3D reality is showing me it is true, is there a different thought I can choose? Even though these are the feelings I am feeling on a daily basis, is there a different feeling I can choose? Because whatever you wrote down on those papers, if it's not empowering, you're creating your reality from those thoughts. So if you continue to believe them and you continue to feed them and you continue to nurture them by talking about it or living it or complaining about it or saying it over and over, you're going to continue to create a 3D reality and a reflection of those thoughts and feelings. So if you change that and you look at a different way, right? Because it's available for you. You know, we weren't created differently. We're all created the same, right? Egg meets sperm, and here we are. We're all created the same. So we all have the same opportunity to change our thoughts, to embrace a new way of thinking, to embrace new feelings, to choose to feel a different way. So what thoughts are you creating from, and what thoughts can you challenge and redirect them over to the thoughts and feelings and emotions that you desire more of? That's your lesson for today, right? Where do you get to challenge your thoughts? Where do you get to challenge your emotions? And I know what people think, and I know what people are thinking. Well, I can't be happy, or I can't feel happy if I'm sad. And the truth is, I get it. I lived there for years. I lived in overwhelmed, frustration, angry, stress. And those were all because of the thoughts that I had, the thoughts that I were thinking, the rules that I put in place on myself or others, living in expectation of entitlement of my life was supposed to be, instead of embracing what was. So the truth is getting to know these thoughts and redirecting them. And there is a middle piece. And the middle piece is processing and reprogram your energetics, body, and your subconscious mind. Because when you process and reprogram your energetics around those old thoughts and your mental, your mind around those old thoughts, it lands on a subconscious level. And when you land on a subconscious level, you get the opportunity to have ease and flow and grace, because your subconscious creates 95-98% of your actions. But if we're over here willing to change, we're working from the conscious mind. So change might happen in a small step. So the work is not only challenging those thoughts and beliefs, but reprogramming the energetics. Because when we experience something, we don't just experience it from a mental state, we experience it emotionally, energetically, physically. Currently, right now, I was working through some thoughts that were coming up for myself, and it's a deep-rooted belief system that was in me that's now coming out, and now I'm having a physical response to it. So now I'm working through processing it physically. So everything, every growth spurt has every growth spurt requires you to process it, not just the mental thoughts and the feelings around it, but the emotional and the physical and the spirituality around the thoughts and the beliefs and the energetics. So if you want more information on this, if you want to deepen this conversation, if you are looking to dive deeper into reprogramming your mind, drop reprogramming below, and I'll share some ways that I can help you do that.